Let me tell you something. I need everybody watching this video, baby. I'm going in tonight. I need everybody watching this video of your right eye is going down today, baby. I need you to share this video, baby. Let me tell you something. A lot of people got the wrong idea about what being blessed is. Just like God got the ability to bless you with stuff, the enemy got the same energy and power and ability to bless you with things too. A lot of things that you looking at as blessings, man, you understand me? You don't understand that it come from the enemy. You don't understand because the enemy, goddamn, he hides his negative energy behind the intent. Behind the intent. See, when God bless you, he bless you with opportunity. God bless you with ideas because that tap into your God-like ability. But see, when the enemy bless you, it's always going to be your deepest desire. You desire to hit the lottery. He going to bless you with that. And 90% of people that hit the lottery always go broke. You desire to have 100 women and sleep with 100 women. He'll bless you with that. But you wind up with AIDS and die. Your desire will transpire and put you higher. But you just might be being blessed by the goddamn enemy and you don't even know you possess. I need you to share this video, baby. Right? Let me tell you something. Share this video with somebody if you know you're ready. Text it to somebody, send it to somebody, put it in the group chat right now. Because a lot of these people walking around thinking they blessed. A lot of these people don't know that they get blessed by the enemy. Let me tell you something. God can bless you. God will bless you. But the enemy got the same power to bless you too. The enemy can bless you because he know you. He in the world with you. So he watching you. While you sleeping, the enemy watching you. While you watching TV, you watching Netflix, jumping on a hot dick. Yeah, he watching you. The enemy trying to get in I got the hiccup. The enemy watching you while you happy. He know what trigger your emotions to make you happy. The enemy watching you like a lion watch his prey. He's sitting there watching you every day, every night. One thing about that enemy, he gonna sit there and watch you because he plotting on you. See, but God is protecting you so the enemy don't get too close to you. He watching you while you watch the Netflix, sucking different. He watching you while you're watching, you envious of people that got more than you. He watching you. Yeah. He watching you. He watching you when you happy. He know what make you mad. He watching you like a lion watch a prey. The enemy watching you, but God watching over you. God is protecting you so the enemy don't get too close to you. But see, the enemy knows his boundaries. He know how far he's allowed to go with you. But see, the enemy sit back and watch you because he know what's going to distract you from the power of God. He know what's going to make you stray away. The enemy's on the clock. He know that the world ended. The enemy know that this world coming to an end. But he got a plot to take as many people with him as he can, baby. The enemy plotting on you. You think, let me tell you something. Why you think you be going through certain things that you're going through? Because the enemy know how to throw little misfires in there and distract you from your journey. The closer you get to the blessing, the harder the lesson becomes. The things you're going through right now is hard because you so close to what God got for you. God got a big blessing on the way, baby, but the enemy trying to stand in the way, baby. And see, the enemy want to take as many people with him as he can. That's why a lot of weird things that's going on in the world, they happening the way they happening. They never happened like this before. And you know, because you've been living, you ain't never seen some of the stuff we going through. The end is near. The world is on its final stages. This world coming to a goddamn end. But one thing about that enemy got a plot, but God got a plan. The enemy got a plot, but God got a plan. Let me tell you something about that enemy. That enemy got a plot, and that plot is to steal your soul, baby. One thing about that enemy come to kill, steal, and destroy. But see, what you think the enemy coming like he ain't coming dressed like, baby. The enemy ain't coming in no red suit and no horns, baby. He ain't coming in no red suit or horn. A lot of y'all be thinking the enemy coming dressed in it got there like them cartoons you be watching. Or like they got them descripted in the goddamn emoji on the iPhone or the Android or something like that. Baby, the enemy ain't coming dressed like that because you gonna identify him as the enemy, baby. He coming disguised as a wolf in sheep clothing. That enemy coming disguised as that woman, like that woman you can't resist. That enemy coming disguised as the money that you never had, but you wish you had, but you mad you ain't got it. That enemy coming disguised as your dream car. That enemy coming disguised as your dream home that's attached to a deal that you can't refuse. But you can't afford to lose because it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, baby. That enemy has the ability to make you an offer that you can't turn away from. I want to tell you something about that enemy. See, that enemy took Jesus to the highest mountain and offered him everything and everyone that his eye could see. And all Jesus had to do was serve him. All Jesus had to do was bow. All Jesus had to do was turn over all authority for him to the enemy. And guess what? My God that I serve said, you know what? Jesus is king and the devil, you is a lie. My Father in heaven, baby, and I'm ready to go through what I've been going through so I can get through the prophecy and let my people, free my people, baby, and forgive them for their sins, baby. And I want to compare something what the enemy doing, just like the enemy took Jesus to the highest mountain and told him he could have everything that his eye can see. I want you to think about the NBA and what they doing to Kyrie. They offering him lots of money, a chance at an NBA championship with a dream team, and they offering him a long-term extension. All he got to do is bow down to the enemy. Now, I ain't saying that bop is the enemy, baby, but I'm trying to tell you what the agenda they playing. Just like they did Colin Kaepernick. They told him, they offered him a starting job on the 49ers. They told Colin Kaepernick, listen, you can have your starting job back. You can stay on this goddamn team. All you got to do is stand up and get up off your goddamn knee. And goddamn it, the Kyrie Irving dude is the same dude in the NBA as the Colin Kaepernick dude in the NFL. He's the Colin Kaepernick of the goddamn league right now because everybody boycotting him. Because when you stand for something, you don't fall for anything. And one thing I learned about people with millions, see, people that don't got millions of dollars, they'll do anything they can to get some millions of dollars. But the people that got millions of dollars don't want no more millions because they realize something. Money can't buy you happiness. Money can't buy you freedom. You got to be free here first. You got to be free here first, baby. And one thing about Kyrie, he testing. He testing so he could get God's blessings. Share this video, baby. See, in this generation here, in this era here, the enemy appears to have more leverage than God. The enemy seems a little bit stronger than God right now. The enemy seems to be a little faster than God right now. Let me show a little bit of my chest, baby. I feel too sexy for this shirt today, baby. The enemy feels it seems like he's greater than God. So he seems faster, stronger, and greater than God in this generation here. He seems like he's bigger than God in this generation here. Because it's easy to do the wrong thing. It's easy to choose evil over God. I want you to think about something. If you add the letter D on the word evil, what you got? That badass devil. And if you take out an O in the word good, what you got? My Father, God, baby. So it's easier just to add a little D and do a little evil and work for that devil. But it's hard to cut some people off. It's hard to cut that goddamn habit you got. It's hard to overlook things so you can get closer to God. Take that O out of good and you got God. You got to remove some things to get closer to God. See, one thing about that enemy, right? That enemy got the power over the internet. The enemy understand that he could give you millions of followers. He could give you so many likes and comments that you never thought you would have. He could give you a power and authority over the internet. The enemy will show you that. The enemy will show you what you got to do. He'll bring up powerful influencer on your timeline. He'll show you what you got to do. He'll show you what you got to do, baby. Because once you see what these people do that they call themselves influencers, you see what they do and you start to feel like you could do that too. And matter of fact, he gonna make it look easier to you, baby. He gonna make it look easier to you, baby. He gonna make it seem like you could do it better than the people that you're looking at. He gonna make it seem like you just lack something that he can provide at his will. And all you got to do for him to bless you, baby, whatever you want, is give him what he needs, baby. He needs your goddamn soul. You got to sell your soul for a little bit ago. And they started to get real blunt with that word, sell your soul. It's coming out now. They used to hide that word. People used to not say that. I ain't gonna sell my soul. Now they telling you, I done sold my soul to the devil. Because they want some money. They doing it for the money. And see, what you got to understand is, for him to bless you with the things you want and the things your heart desire and the things that you think you need, you're going to have to give him what he needs. And he need that seed, baby. He need that seed, that God-like ability. He needs your soul. You're going to have to do what everybody else in the industry doing. Kyrie going to have to do what everybody else in the industry doing. And I'm going to tell you something. Right now, everybody's standing with Kyrie like they stood with Colin Kaepernick. But in a minute, they going to get old and tired of that shit. They going to start telling him just like they told Colin Kaepernick, boy, you better get up off that goddamn floor before you lose your job. But let me tell you something. When your calling is higher, your test is bigger. Your test is harder because your calling is higher than the NFL. Your calling is higher than the NBA, baby. You're going to have to do what everybody else doing if you want what these celebrities got and these rich people got. You're going to have to do that. You're going to have to give him your soul. You're going to have to give him your loyalty. And you're going to have to serve the enemy and work for the devil. Now you are employed by the enemy, baby. You got to dedicate your energy to work for the enemy. I want to explain something. I want to explain why the enemy is after your kids. You see what they doing with that Lil Nas X, boy? You see what they doing with all this agenda with Dave Chappelle? Let me teach you something about all these agendas they got going on. I want to explain why the enemy is after your kids. See, what you got to look at is, let's take a woman, these young women that grew up in a house of love and guidance. They witnessed their father serve their mother and their mother serve their father. But as they grew older, they started to stray away from their parents' display. They started to move and got there and say, you know what? I've seen this my whole life. I want to see what the world got for me now. They started to learn their own identity. And as they grow older, they stray away from their parents' display. They started listening to the Cardi B's and the City Girls and the Mackin and Stackin. They listened to that song, WAP. Warrants and probations. I mean, you know what I mean, baby. They listen to that song, WAP. about Mackin and Stackin and Cardi B. And what they realized, they started to find out the power of the juice box. So they started studying how these women dress. They started studying how these women talk and how they act and how long they wear their nails is. And what they do to a man and how they talk about how they manipulate men. So that poor little girl that was raised right, that poor little girl that was raised by a father in the house, that poor little girl that was raised by a real mother in the house, started to get blinded by that money. That little girl started getting blinded by that little bit of fame, the opportunity to get you a name and somebody know you in your school or something like that. That little girl goddamn get blinded by that man giving success. That man done gave all these women the authority to make you powerful. So she disregards her mother class. This woman disregards her mother loyalty to her father. This woman disregards the respect and honor that was going on in her house when she was growing up, baby. She disregards that, and she started doing what she see them other rapper girls do. And the enemy sitting back the whole time like a puppet master, just put in the screen, just put in the screen, shout this video, baby. He sit back, put in the screen, baby. He back there in the girl ear, put in the screen, because now the parents, they frustrated. They frustrated, they angry, they frustrated at what their daughter becoming. They don't want to see their daughter grow up like that. They didn't raise their child to grow up like that. They didn't raise their little girl to be a hoe. They ain't raised their little girl to be a fast sayer or none of that like that. But they ain't got no power and ability to change her mind because the enemy done won, baby. He done manipulated. He sought back and investigated what this girl influences around this girl at her school and everybody else who she seeing that seem to be cool. He sought back and got in her mind and manipulate her mind to do some whole shit. So she dropped her father teaching. She dropped her mother teaching. The enemy won, baby. The enemy will make the Cardi B's and the City Girls and the Mackin and Stackins, the Nicki Minaj's and all these people more richer, more bigger, and more powerful. Because it make his job way easier to use people to manipulate other weak people that's naive and don't know themselves. You're insecure. You don't know yourself. So he attacking your kids. See, one thing about that enemy, the enemy know one thing, baby. Adults, people that's older, they hard to seduce. They hard to seduce, baby. Because you know why? When you get older, you get wiser. You get wiser. You grow and you get older, you become harder to trick. And he know that he can't trick you because you done this shit too many times and you start to realize this ain't working this way. It's time for me to change. But kids are simple to control. Because one thing about kids, they've been reserved their whole life in the house. Their entire childhood, they've been shut down and told, don't do that, stop that. So when they get out, they want to get out and show what the world of what they working with, baby. They start to wonder, how can I prove to my parents that I'm just as grown as them? That's why they cussing all in front of you now. They couldn't do that as a child. That's why they walk around with them tight ass shorts and these men walk around with pocketbooks like that because their father wouldn't let them come on out as a child, baby. You've been reserved in the house. You just jumped off the porch. So you wondering how to prove to your parents, I'm just as grown as you. And you begin to test your parents. You begin to show them, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. That's why a little boy grew into a man that wanna beat his father ass. And the enemy knows that. So that enemy used their ignorance. That enemy used that insecurity, that naiveness in them. And he started actually giving them the opportunity to get the drugs that they always wanted to wonder about. He started giving them the money and the babies they always thought they wanted to have. They got baby fever. He give them the money. They ran to I want to see what it is to have some money. The enemy will give you some money, baby. The enemy gonna give you access to everything that you ever wanted. See, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of these young boys don't even understand that these rappers are just here for entertainment purposes only. You can't take them too serious. But the enemy know that these young boys listening to these rappers and they buying designer because these rappers talking about designer. They ain't talking about goddamn City Trends and Burlington Coat Factory or Ross or Marshalls. They ain't talking about that. These rappers talking about $250 boxers that you put on after you get out the shower. And $2,500 pair of shoes. And these rappers talking about going to goddamn do some gangster shit on the song. And these young boys don't see them as entertainers. These young boys see them as the president. These young boys see them as powerful. Man, Lil Baby told me to do that. Or this one told me to do that. And the enemy has empowered the rapper to have more influence over a man than a pastor, a parent. And the president of the United States ain't got more influence than a rapper. That's why the president of the United States will hire a rapper to do his agenda. A parent will hire a rapper to talk to their child because they ain't got no control. A pastor, a book of Kanye West to come to his church because he got influence, more influence than the pastor of the church that they see every day preaching their gospel. Every Sunday, they don't want to hear from him no more. They want to hear from Kanye West, the Yeezys. Now, I'm going to tell you something about Yeezy, right? I ain't against him and what he do. But he created the biggest, he did the biggest sin that you could ever do. If you go on Google right now and type in Kanye Bible, in the Bible that we originally read, whether you read the King James Version, the NIV version, or whatever version you read, it tells you don't add or take away from this word. He who adds or take away from this word is doomed for life. Kanye created his own Bible called the Book of Ye, and he replaced every word with God and Jesus with Kanye, with Ye. That's the ultimate sin, bro. And he's selling that Bible for hundreds of dollars. This is the kind of influence that these people got over your kids, and you got to watch out for that because they using, they influence and they entertainment skills and all that they give to make room for them to influence your kids' mind. So I'm gonna tell you something, right? The enemy is a master chess player. The enemy is a master chess player that sits back and uses entertainers to promote his agenda. The entertainer is addicted to money and attention. That's all the entertainer wants. He's so goddamn weak and shallow. All he wants is money and a little bit of fame. But the enemy wants your goddamn soul because he uses, see, the enemy is the one controlling the puppets. He uses that money. He got access to money. He got access to everything the entertainer wants. He got access to cars and luxury items. He got access to designer purses. He got access to that operation you want from Dr. Miami. He got access, baby. He got access, but one thing the entertainer don't know, when you get these things that you're praying for, you become a rich slave because now you work for the enemy. You can't even go outside and enjoy the things you want to, he done bless you with. You can't do the things you used to do with the things he done gave. Because you know why? You become a rich prisoner and now you're a rich slave. You done sold your soul for a platinum pack, a goddamn platinum plaque. You done sold your soul for a paper check. You done sold your soul for some gold around your neck, baby. You done sold your soul for a platinum plaque on your wall just to say, I done sold that many records. But you still ain't happy. You done sold your soul for a paper check and now you can't trust nobody around you because all they see you is as a walking check. You done sold your soul for a gold chain around your neck and now you sick of wearing the same chain for the last 5 years. Now you want more. The eyes of a man is never satisfied. The enemy know that. But see, I'm going to teach you something, right? These rappers are tricky. These rappers make these gangster songs that send your kids to prison for drugs, for murder, and for doing these ruthless ass crimes. But when that rapper get rich, he sent his kids to private school. So he got your kids in prison, or he got your kids 6 feet deep. But he's sending his kids to private school while your kids out there committing the robberies and murders off his goddamn song. He don't even want his kids to listen to his music. Cause kids gonna really be like, damn, daddy, I should do that to be a gangster. Damn, daddy, that what it take to be a gangster. Cause that's what you saying on them songs, daddy. He don't want the kids listening to his music. Cardi B even made it public. She don't want her little daughter to listen to her song. She can't listen to WAP. She can't listen to that, but she wants your kids to listen to it. She working for the enemy, don't even know it. Y'all looking at the money. Y'all looking at the check. Y'all looking at the fame. Man, fuck them people, man. Fuck their money, man. It ain't about the money, bro. It ain't about none of that, man. You can get all that righteousness. I'm going to tell you something about the enemy. See, these young boys want to be killers and thugs and drug dealers. Based off the rappers, intellect and dialogue and the songs he create, right? What you got to understand is this right here. Satan is the god of music. Satan was casted out of heaven and was applied the authority and the ability to be the god of music. You can look that up too. Satan is the god of music. And see, what you got to understand about music is this. The type of music that you listen to every day will eventually emotionally affect you, distract you, or attack you. That's why you can learn a lot by people just based on the music they listen to every day. You can learn a lot about a woman based on the emotional state she in because the music she listens to every day. You can learn a lot about a man when you get in a car with a man and all he listening to is gangland music and rap, killer shit, shoot a nigga, bang, bang, fuck a nigga music. You can learn a lot about this nigga by listening to what the fuck he listening to every day. Because he gonna show you why this nigga think the way he think. See, certain music put you in a trance-like state of mind, allowing you to be mentally vulnerable. It emotionally affects you. Certain music can influence people to get drunk. You will go in the club and you normally wouldn't buy nothing, but they play your favorite Young Thug song. Now you want to get drunk and grab you a goddamn drink. Now you want to get drunk, baby. Certain music can influence a man to go get high. Certain music can influence a man to go get on cocaine and all that stuff. Certain music can influence a man to get in a car and ride to his op house and shoot that shit and blow his motherfucking brains out. Certain music influence people and attack people in a different way. Certain tempo of music can influence you to work out harder in the gym. That's why you can't listen to slow music while you're working out. You got to hear that heavy metal and that goddamn gangster shit. Because you know why? It influences you. It controls you. It manipulates you. And the enemy's sitting back watching you. The enemy knows your alter ego. He know what you want to be. He know how gangster you want to be. But he got to goddamn manipulate your ears. And your ears is your gateway to your soul. And the pathway to your mind. And what you got to understand is the enemy knows that. The enemy knows how to trigger you. The enemy knows what you really want to be or what you feel like you ought to be, but you ain't been there yet and you ain't got it yet. The enemy knows. But see, what you got to do is this. You got to protect your soul. You got to be mindful while you listening to music. I ain't telling you not to listen to rap music. I ain't telling you to enjoy the song. But let me tell you something. When you feeling good, you can feel the music. But when you going through it, you feel the words that the music's saying to you. You ever go through that? Man, this song resonated with me. Man, this song spoke to me. Man, I'm going through that shit right now. You go to playing it back to back, and now you looking at yourself applying that, what this singer or this rapper saying to you, you applying that to your marriage or your life. Because music controls you and affects you and manipulates you emotionally. It makes you vulnerable. You got to be careful. Music can cause a woman to cheat on her man. Music can cause a man to kill another man. Music can control, dictate, and foster your mind to do some of the most evilest things. Because Satan is the god of music. Because when you're feeling good, the music feel good to you. But when you're going through it, you can feel the words of the song, baby. And you actually hear the words. When you feel good, you're listening to the music. But when you're going through it, you feel the words to the song. And see, I'm going to tell you something, right, about this enemy that we got out here, we battling through. See, I'm going to tell you something. The enemy uses these immoral, successful, rich entertainers as pawns on his chessboard. He used them to get to you. He don't sleep. He don't watch TV. And he never rests. He over your desk. He at your desk right now at work. He trying to get that soul up under your shirt, baby. The enemy used these immoral, successful entertainers as pawns on his chessboard. I'm going to tell you something. The more people that these goddamn successful entertainers convert into evil, the more the enemy bless them with everything they heart desire. That's why you see certain rappers that serve an evil life. I'm going to even go so far and say Young Thug wearing a dress. Now, I ain't against the community, but I'm going to say this. Young Thug wearing a dress on the record. Dave Chappelle talking against that stuff that he wearing on the record. Look, the baby, he might have said some insensitive comments, but look how the world went against him based on what he said. I don't feel he said nothing wrong. I think he said it wrong. He said what he felt. And he was crucified for what he said. But I'm going to tell you something, right? The enemy will use these kind of people to convert you to his agenda. Because what happened is, the higher he elevate you up and you're working for him, it makes you more influential, more powerful, and it makes people more ready to serve his agenda, to get the next nigga and the next nigga and the next nigga. See, the road to hell is wide. It's easy to get in hell, baby. But the road to heaven is very narrow. Trust what I'm saying, baby. You got to walk a straight line to get up there with my Father. Understand what I'm saying, baby? I'm going to tell you something, right? That's why some of these people can't even see the evil character in these entertainers. Some of y'all that look over these entertainer evil traits and their evil intentions, you'll look over that. Because their gifts and their talents make them look immortal and untouchable. So you looking over the fact that they evil, they are rapists or they are killer. You yelling, free this nigga, and this nigga done killed 50 people. You yelling, free this nigga done raped somebody that look just like your daughter. You yelling, free this nigga the most fucked up nigga ever walking the face of the earth. But he got talent and he got a gift. But you yelling, free this nigga. So you overlook their evil character based on their successful display. You overlook their possibility of being the worst goddamn man that's walking the face of the earth because they got gifts and ability. And they start to look immortal and untouchable. So you find ways to instantly forgive them of their ruthless crimes that they did. Crimes that if a Joe Blow that ain't got no name or nothing like that, standing in front of the corner store, or no talent, that could sing in front of millions of people on the island. If he get convicted of the same crime that this rap nigga get convicted from, you want that nigga thrown under the jail. You want that nigga to go to hell instantly. Because you manipulated and the enemy working off your heart and your mind. Because that goddamn rapper or singer so famous and so rich and talented, you want to see them free. Trust what I'm saying, baby. It's kind of bad. And that's why these feds, right? The feds just cracked the case on FBG Duck. They went on the internet and they convicted everybody that killed that man. And the feds don't get involved unless they got 97% of a conviction goddamn rate on your ass. So they ain't gonna get involved touching you. They might watch you, they might do all that, but when they got 97% of evidence, that's why it took so long to come back and get these guys. Because they had to make these show that they got their men. And I'm gonna tell you something. What you gotta understand is this right here, dog. The feds is on YouTube. The feds is on Instagram. Just like you on Instagram, the smarter you get, and you think the media could just piece together your life like that and figure out who went who just off a post, what you think the feds do? The feds sit back and piece your life together just like the media people do. And they watching your ass. And they know just goddamn what you goddamn love, like, and where you be at and all that. They know where you sleep at night. And that's why they got a 97% conviction rate. And this era here got to be the easiest for the feds. You know why? Because niggas don't use their head. Niggas are sold on the platinum and gold that the enemy possessing out there. See, I'm going to tell you something, right? You got to look past people's gifts. You got to look past people's talents. You got to look past people's money. Because money don't make you real. Talent ain't got nothing to do with character. Success don't make you righteous. I don't care how much money a man got, it could never make you real. I don't care how much talent a man got, it don't make his character good. It don't make him go do good things for the streets and good things for the hood. I don't care how much success a man got, it don't make that man righteous. It don't make the man the right man for you to follow. Let me tell you something. Judge a man according to his heart, not his financial gain. Judge a man according to his heart, not his success that he attained. Judge a man according to his heart, not based on how hard he can rap or how hard he can sing. That don't mean shit in heaven. That don't mean shit to my father. My father gave that man that, and he'll take it back from that man. Because when they ain't righteous and they get too powerful, what happens at the end of their road? They go to prison for the rest of their life. Because they were blessed by the goddamn devil. And now they can't sleep at night, baby. See, I'm going to tell you something. You got to learn how not to let the enemy starting to try to control you, and you can't let them control you. I'm going to teach you something. See, the enemy is trying to control you with your mind. Through these influencers, through these movie stars, and through these rappers and these singers. But you got to learn how to separate these entertainers as just entertainment instead of goddamn gods. Because y'all serving these people like false prophets and gods. These people are not more powerful than my father. My father created these people that you're listening to. My father created me. My father created you. And let me tell you something about God. God give it and God will take it away. Just as these weak men out here. See, I'm going to tell you something about the enemy out here. The enemy know that men are weak. The enemy know that the men out here, they weak. So just like these weak men out here, right? Falling for a woman that's beautiful but poisonous to their life. The enemy sit back and watch you. He know what you can't take. He know what you're going through. He know what you want. So he sit back and watch you. He know that the women out here are your goddamn weakness. You can't look past a fat ass and a nice smile. He knows that if a big butt and a cute smile walk in your path, you gonna forget the direction or you was going just now, goddamn, and follow that big butt and that smile. You gonna follow that woman. The enemy know that. But that's a trap. And what happened is the enemy will set a trap. Since he can't get you with the music side of things, he'll get you with that big butt and that smile. He'll send you a big booty cutie with a nice smile that smile better than your woman. He'll get you a big booty cutie that want to have more sex than your woman. She don't even want to touch your ass no more. Now that big booty cutie giving you the goods. He'll set a trap. Now you get this woman and you leave your family. You abandon your marriage. You forget you had kids from this woman. And then this woman turned into the devil. Now this woman done turned into the goddamn devil. This woman always begging you for money. Always want to get out the house and go to a nice restaurant. When the woman you had, she rather cook every goddamn night. She don't want you spend that miscellaneous ass money. This woman, you done got this poisonous ass woman, she started to change your belief. Now you ain't believing in God. You believing in her. This woman you got started to make you disregard the person you was before you met her. And you start to change and alter yourself just to please her. This woman you got robs you of your self-control. Now you ain't got no more discipline no more. You had a plan, but you don't even understand the plot that the enemy got on your goddamn ass. The enemy sitting back while you with this woman, and he laughing at your ass. You know what he's saying? I got his ass. I got his ass. He weak. Look, all he wanted some coochie. All he wanted some coochie. I got his little weak ass. Share this video, baby, if you know somebody weak. Hit that like button right now if you know somebody that falls for a big booty cutie all the time. Hit that like button right now if you know somebody out there like that. Because I want to tell you something. The next thing you know, you're going to be paying child support and alimony to your old wife that was the real love of your life. Your kids ain't going to never be able to like you or stand you. They can't stand your dog ass. Because you will never come around and see them because you were so engulfed in this woman. Your bankroll started decreasing. Now you checking the bank app and it's telling you you're losing your goddamn money. And the big booty broad, you know what I almost said. The big booty broad with the cute smile loses interest in you because you becoming boring and you're becoming broke. Because the same thing it took to get this woman gonna be the same thing it take to keep this woman. But you're losing that thing that she was there for. See, she was there for the it. She wasn't there for you. And the woman that you was with was there for the you and not for the it. She didn't care about that shit. She was bad that shit. That shit was just a goddamn, that was a asset. That was an asset of yours. She didn't care nothing about that. God could have took that from you. She would have still been with you. But the woman you think you want, she there for the it. And see, when they there for the it, and instead of you, you get blinded and start thinking they there for you because you can't tell the difference between the two. Because the it is attached to you. And when your dumb ass lose the it, now you lost them and they lose you. So this big booty girl with the cute smile, she losing interest because you become broke and boring. She leaves your broke ass. She leaves your boring ass. Now you feel lost. Now you feel alone. Now you feel weak. Now you feel goddamn vulnerable. You know why? Because she just walked away from you. And you left your family and you walked away from goddamn your old wife for her. You walked away from your kids for her. The enemy sitting back laughing at your dog ass. Because what you don't understand is, you part of a play that the enemy staged just to trap your dog ass. The enemy won't never bother you when you live in a life of sin. The enemy won't bother you when you're out here messing with these women. The enemy won't bother you when you're serving his purpose. The enemy won't bother you when you're out here selling drugs. The enemy won't bother you when you're killing, robbing, and stealing. The enemy won't bother you. He's going to make it seem fun, and he's going to make it feel like you can run, baby. He's going to make you feel good when you're out here living in a life of sin. But the moment you try to get out that life of sin, the enemy going to attack your dog ass. The enemy going to attack. Boy, where you going like that? The enemy gonna snap. Boy, where you going like that, boy? The enemy gonna put a detour right in front of your ass and let you know, come on back, baby. The enemy don't bother you when you're living a life of sin. He'll only bother you when you try to make it out. And see, that's what you got to understand is this, right? Most rich people in the world, most successful people, most people that felt like the money was everything, most people that felt like the success was everything, the big house was everything, the Benz, the Lamborghini, the Ferrari was everything, these movies that I wanted to be in was everything, these famous goddamn, all these followers was everything. The moment you realize that ain't everything, a lot of rich people commit suicide. Because you know why? They realize they can't sleep at night no more. Because they know they sold their soul. It's a hurtful thing when you sell your soul, baby. Because you could get your life back on track. But once you sell your soul, you can't never get it back. You heard what DMX said in his songs. He wanted out. He sold his soul to the devil. He wanted out. He could never get it back, baby. It don't matter who you is or what you serve. Let me tell you something. When you sell your soul to that enemy, you ain't never getting your soul back, baby. You thought you was selling your soul to get you some money, and then you realize money can't buy you happiness. It only can rent you some happiness, and rent is due every day, because the eyes of a man is never satisfied. Because once a man realizes one goddamn thing, once a man got everything that his heart desire and realize that he still ain't happy, he started to question himself, why I got all this shit in the first place. Please take me back when I wasn't famous. Please take me back when I wasn't rich. Please take me back when I was struggling, because I found the most fruitful thing in life was the most simplest things in life. It wasn't the 5-star dinner. It wasn't the being sitting out there. It wasn't the expensive exotic rental. It wasn't the big house. It was the simple things. If you look at some of the rich older people, they sitting on the beach in the sand. You look at some of the younger people, they ride by the ocean on the yacht. The rich older people enjoying their life just looking at the view. The young people thinking they living their best life because they standing on a boat that they paid for. See, I'm going to tell you something. Money can't never buy you happiness, baby. It only can rent that happiness, and rent is due every day. Once a man got everything his heart desire and realized that he still ain't happy because he still owe the enemy for the material, tangible things that the enemy gave him, he come back to his senses and he realized he done sinned. He come back to his senses and he snap out some of the things that he thought he wanted. He try to throw it back. He throwing it back. He snap out that goddamn trends that he in, because the enemy ain't got that hold on him, because he used to having the money. He used to having these nice things that you desire that you ain't got right now. He come back to his senses and he realized that he's seeing like Adam and Eve being naked in that garden. Like King Solomon when he cursed God for that woman. Like King David when he had that affair. Or like when Judas betrayed Jesus for them goddamn pieces of silver and gold. You can't live with yourself. Just like Judas couldn't live with himself and he killed himself. Because the money he got still hold value. But guess what? It wasn't worth it. The tangible value that the money hold wasn't priceless compared to him selling his soul. Your soul priceless, baby. That money still got man value. But we talking about godly value, baby. Priceless. Your soul is priceless. They could take your life, but they can't take your soul. They could lock your body, they can't trap your mind. Let me tell you something, baby. Just like Adam and Eve being naked in that garden. Just like King Solomon when he cursed God for that woman. Just like King David when he had that affair with that woman that was married. Let me tell you something. Just like Judas when he betrayed Jesus and killed himself because the money he got for the deed he done was not from God. You could be blessed by the enemy, just like Judas was blessed by the enemy. You could be blessed by the enemy with all the money you thought you wanted. Be careful of the things that you wish for. The enemy listening to you. The enemy monitoring you. The enemy watching you. He knows your internal desires. But God knows your heart. God knows where you want to be. God knows what you want out of life. God knows, you understand me, what your final destination is mentally. He knows. And the enemy knows too. And the enemy trying to beat God out. But see, God moving. God likes speed, baby. The enemy got a plot, but God got a plan. Let me tell you something about God, baby. When God bless you, God bless you with opportunity. Opportunities to make some legal, legit money and get up out them goddamn streets. When God bless you, he bless you with ways to earn wealth to buy you a house. He ain't just finna give you the house you want. He gonna give you away. God ain't just finna bless you with the job you've been praying for. You gotta go out there and get turned down a couple of times. And sometimes them turned downs be the blessing. Because you're walking away to learn how to walk away from a bigger pay just to goddamn get the job that you was meant for. God will bless you with different positions. God will put you in a place of opportunity. He ain't gonna just give you shit. He ain't just finna give you shit. He gonna take you through stages. He gonna take you through tests, because the tests come before the blessings come, baby. And the weak gonna fold every goddamn time. And the weak man gonna retreat and run back to the devil. Let me tell you something. You a diamond in the rough. You a diamond in the rough. You a diamond in the rough right now. And God polishing you off. But see, the enemy, right? He watching you sit there, watch Netflix. He's sitting there watching you sit there and watch the Instagram, and he's sitting there watching you. And that's why certain things go across your feed all the time. You be like, damn, I just want to think about this. And the next thing you know is going across your internet feed or your timeline. You know why? Because the internet is connected with the enemy. And the enemy is sitting down listening to your deepest thoughts. He's sitting down listening to your deepest desires and your pleasures. He's sitting down listening to what you think. And the idle mind is the devil playground. So the more you sit around and you ain't working or you ain't getting busy, the enemy sit around plotting on your dog ass. And he come to take you. And he come to manipulate you. He come to kill, steal, and destroy. But you got to look at that enemy when you know it's of the enemy and tell the enemy, devil, you is a lie. And God is the truth. And anytime you feel like the enemy trying it, because the enemy will try through your kids. The enemy will try through your wife. The enemy will try through your boss at work. The enemy will try through bill collectors calling your phone. The enemy will try through people on the street giving you a hard time. The enemy will try because he gotta try, because he gotta distract you. Anytime you feel the enemy trying it on you, I want you to do one thing. Get on your knees and thank God. Get on your knees and let God know you appreciate of what he's doing for you. Get on your knees and pray to God for protection. I want to order protection from the devil, Lord. I know this from the devil. I know what the devil trying to do. The enemy will come with contracts. The enemy will come with intentions that you can't see, hidden in the things you always ask God for, and God ain't want to give it to you because it wasn't meant for you, because the person that was coming from was working for the devil. Just because you think you deserve something, just because you think you worthy of something, God might just be protecting you of the things that's controlled by the enemy. Let me tell you something. God is the truth, baby. God is the truth. And anything sent by the enemy, always attached to a hidden agenda, always attached to negative energy. And when you get these worldly possessions and these things you thought you want, you're going to learn a big lesson. It was what you thought you wanted, but it wasn't what you needed, baby. When God says your time, when God say he finna bless you, he gonna test you. It's always a testing connected to the blessing. And the more you pray to him, the more you serve him, the more you are loyal to him. I want you to understand one thing, baby. He gonna always reward you. A lot of y'all complain about having it hard. A lot of y'all sit around and hate. A lot of y'all sit around and blame other people for your downfall. A lot of y'all sit around and complain. But you ain't typing 1111 in the comments right now. You know why? Because you ain't ready for the blessing. Because I'm going to tell you something. God giving you these things because he know you can handle it. He would not give you anything if he know you couldn't handle it, baby. He know you can handle it, baby. I see haters in the comments. I see people showing love in the comments. I'm reading the comments. I'm focused on the message, but I'm reading the comments. And I want to tell you something, baby. Haters work for the devil and they don't even know that they work for the enemy, baby. Satan is your God if you a hater. Because you be hating on the people you should be learning from. Satan is your God if you got no self-control. Satan is your God if you ain't got no kind of self-discipline. Because you got to be disciplined to win, baby. Satan is your God when you ain't got no faith. And you just give out and you quit easy. And see, you can see the potential in people. You can see the potential in people and the good in people all you want. But let me tell you something. Sometimes you got to believe these people when they show you signs of who they really is. But because you see the good and the potential that they could be, but let me tell you something. Stop going off what you see and start going off what they show. They showing you that they weak. They showing you that they don't qualify for the position that you got them looking for. They showing you that they don't mean you no good. They could be family members. They could be best friends. They showing you that they work for the enemy. And your success make them mad. They showing you how weak they is. They showing you that they destroying you. And you sitting up, man, that's my cousin, man. What you mean, dog? That's my motherfucking cousin, man. Man, that's my wife, man. You been married to this woman 18 years sleeping with the motherfucking enemy. You can't stand her ass. But man, that's my wife, dog. I love my wife. This woman destroying your ass. The whole time, the whole 18 years. The only reason the marriage ain't never expired because you keep finding reasons to stay there. Family members, best friends. Man, I went to school with him, dog. I'm loyal to my dog. That's my motherfucking dog. And this nigga, your biggest motherfucking enemy, man, praying against your success. Praying on your downfall because he worked for the enemy. See, the enemy use infiltration. Infiltration is usually used by the inside source. The enemy ain't working for the outside. See, the enemy on the outside watching you, but the inside is how he works, and he get inside the people around you. And that's why when you building a team, you only as strong as your weakest link. And immediately when you find somebody that's a weak link, you got to get rid of them. Because I'm going to tell you something, they offer danger to your growth. They offer danger to your success. They offer danger to your ability. When you find a weakness in somebody, you get rid of them, baby. You remove them out your circle. Because I'm going to tell you something right goddamn now. The enemy come to kill, steal, and destroy. Kill your happiness. Steal your goddamn joy. And destroy you. He ain't got no heart. And he ain't got no love. You think he gonna let up? You crazy, cuz. He on the time limit. He on the time limit. And I know you be looking at these people that's winning and you looking at them like, man, they blessed. Man, they got money. Let me tell you something. The enemy can bless you too. I know you looking at this woman, you married to your husband, y'all might be struggling, but you looking at this woman, she's single, and she look like she ready to mingle and having fun with her jangle. But let me tell you something, baby. She unhappy. Every night she go home, she sleep alone. And she got this fat old ass and this cute smile. But every man want to have sex with her. They don't want to marry her. Let me tell you something, baby. Everybody on this motherfucker is in a competition on how to hide their brokenness the longest. That's what kind of competition going on the internet. Who can hide their brokenness, unhappiness, and boredness the longest? Don't participate in that, baby. You're greater than that. God got a plan for you, baby. God got a plan for you, and I want you to understand something. You got to go through it to get to it. God blessings come in the form of creation. God blessings come in the form of opportunity. God blessings come in the form of intangible wealth. Not tangible wealth, intangible wealth. Like adding years to your life. When I talk about blessings, don't think I'm talking about money. See, a weak mind think blessings is only money, baby. Monetary gain ain't always a blessing, baby. Monetary gain don't mean you're always blessed. Sometimes God can add years to your life and make sure that you ain't stressing. Trust what I'm saying, baby. Sometimes God can provide healthness in a life full of sickness. Sometimes God can remove you away from that corona shit. Sometimes God can remove you from certain negative people. That be the blessing all along, because that was your goddamn enemy the whole time. Blessings don't always concern about money and material things, baby. That's for a weak mind to think that. A strong mind know that the enemy could bless you just as much as God could bless you. He granted that power, baby. If he tested Jesus on that highest mountain, what you think he gonna do to you, baby? Trust what I'm saying. That enemy ain't got no goddamn, he ain't gonna sleep. He ain't gonna watch no TV. He up watching your ass. And he got a plan, baby. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button right now. Y'all make sure y'all goddamn hit that like button right now if y'all know that and understand that the devil got a plot, but God got a plan. I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. I need everybody that's watching to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you really a day one Nino Brown supporter, I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. YouTube.com/Nino Brown 305. I want to thank Tyler Legit. I want to thank LaVonda Rainey for watching. I want to thank That is King B on here, Chaz Forge on here, 323 on here, Tiana on here. Shout out to Sam, King Sam. What's up with you, baby? I see you, baby. I'm gonna be flying King Sam in real soon. Thank you so much for watching, man. Thank everybody for sending them super chats through. Shout out to E Fitness on here. Shout out to Travis on here. I see you, Travis. Shout out to James on here. What's up with you, James? John on here. Shout out to John Tate. Scott. Shout out to everybody showing love, baby. I see you, baby. Great! Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much for your love. I was engulfed in the message because I see what the enemy trying to do. I see what the enemy doing to Dave Chappelle. I see what the enemy doing to Kyrie Irving. I see what the enemy doing, but the enemy got a plot, but God got a plan. Y'all make sure y'all share this video, baby. Type 1111 in the comments if you're ready. I need y'all to download my new album, Nino Brown 1111 on iTunes right now, on Spotify right now. I need y'all to go download my audiobooks, How They Went Broke right now, Mackin and Stackin. I need y'all to hit that like button right now and show some love. I need everybody watching to support the movement. Thank you so much for watching. Put your post notifications on. Hit that like button right now. Type 1111 in the comments right now if you're rocking with Nino Brown. Call me 786-310-3112 and sign up for a mentoring service. And make sure you go to WeTheBusiness.com right now and get one of these crowns and these shades. Thank you so much for watching. God bless y'all. Y'all have an amazing weekend. I pray for prosperity and blessings in your life. Until next time, baby, we the business.